This bag? This bag? This is one y'all paying $4.54 on eBay? What? I paid $2.99 for this bag. Had I known that, I would have bought all the colors. I need a drink and some snacks.
She got attitude. First of all, she blotched it.
Walmart is just doing the most right now. Wendy Williams documentary should not have ever happened. And I'm going to tell you why. What you see is what you get when you come to Lifestyle Refined.
Off to Trader Joe's.
So who knew Snoop Dogg had a wine? Well, actually, he partnered with 19 Crimes to create this Cali Red, and I've never had it before, but it's pretty affordable. Trader Joe wines can go anywhere from $69 to $7.49. That's my price range, so I'm gonna try this one. And one thing Trader Joe is going to do is pair the wine, usually with cheese, but in this case it's not, it's this snack. How many calories does this have? 1 cup, 150. Okay, not bad. Strawberry kettle pop. Oh, $3.49. I can afford that. Yes. I got my favorite flowers, hydrangeas. Trying these cabbage-looking flowers out. This bag. They just put them out. They're only $2.99. I should have gotten all the colors, but I only got this one. It is early Sunday morning, and I love the assortment of flowers that Trader Joe puts out. Fresh flowers. You can put together your own arrangement, but if you don't want to do that, they always have bunches that they've created that are really affordable, and they're beautiful and last a really long time. Next up, my fave, succulents. They have many indoor living benefits: air quality, mental health, easy to care for, healing properties, humidity regulation, and they come in many sizes. Haworthia, another succulent, great for outdoor porches, patios, and decks. Look how super cute. Oh my God, they're starting to bloom.
So what I have for this week is I think my schedule's a little light this week. When I looked at it this morning and last night, I didn't see a whole lot, but I have some editing to do. I have some emails that I need to respond to and some that I need to write. And I do some reading because, the writing festival kicked off this week and I'm already scheduled for 4 of the 6 events, one of which is coming up on this Thursday, the 7th. That one is going to be Look For Me There by Luke Russer. I haven't started reading that book. I'm going to get started on reading that one. The event that I had the following week, the Celebrants, I already started reading that. As a matter of fact, I'm almost finished. I think it was a library issue. I couldn't get a hold of it until after The Fashion Week is this month. You know, we got the Food Wine Festival. P&B Paramus opened, which was yesterday. Over the weekend, it's going to be pretty quiet. There will be a fundraiser for the YMCA, which is a tribute to the Beatles. So most likely I will support the YMCA for that. Sunday's going to be restoration kind of day. And I'm looking and I'm seeing that it also will be daylight saving time. So we'll get to have more light, but we're going to lose that hour of sleep. What else is going on? That's pretty much it. Oh, Billy Dee Williams. So I went to Terry McMillan a couple weeks ago, and now Billy Dee Williams, he has a book. I feel good. I feel great. The throat, it's a little better. You can hear in my voice. You can hear it's not as scratchy. It's not as raspy. And this warm stuff helps as well. But I've just been taking it easy. I haven't done anything in particular. I've taken my vitamin C. I've been trying not to talk as much, and a lot of lemon, a lot of honey. That's basically it. Feeling better energy-wise. So the flu is definitely moving out of my body. But every time I say that, it comes back. So, should we knock on wood? I don't know if it's going to work, but we ain't going to find out, right? I don't have the book. I didn't read the book. So what I'm going to do, because I have some other books that I have to read for events, I'm probably just going to buy his book when I get to the event, and then I'll have him sign it because they always have a book signing at the end. Then I'll read it after the fact. So it is what it is. I'm showing up to the event. It will not be read because I'm not going to even put all that stress on me, because then I'll get overwhelmed. And when I get overwhelmed, nothing get done. I'm going to concentrate on the 2 books that I'm reading. Tasks that I need to do, I'm just going to prioritize. And right now, I love Billy Dee Williams. I'm going to enjoy the event. But reading his book right now, this is not a priority. So let me see what the name of his book is. If you're interested in it, I will talk about it, because eventually I am going to read it. I'll let you know what it's all about from my point of view. You know, what's for me is for me, what's for you is for you. You may not like what I like, I may not like what you like. It'll be part of the Desert Diaries, but it'll be books that I've read, and you'll see the pictures of the books. So if it's a video you want to watch and learn about, you can. If not, watch my next one or watch the one before that. So let me see what the name of this book is. The book is called What We Have Here. And one of the ladies at the event, when I went to Terry McMillan, she was like, "Oh, you've got to hear him say that. What have we here?" And I'm like, first of all, she blotched it. She ain't even say it like he would. And I just thought it was funny. And it's basically a portrait of his life. So that should be interesting, right? That's what's happening on Thursday this week. And that's it. I'm going to get some work done and check back in with you tomorrow and let you know how I'm doing, what I'm doing, and what's going on for Tuesday. Good morning. How are you? I'm in the car, ready to go. Had to get up so that I could do my, I don't know if I'm going to run today or walk, but I'm going to do something. I'm going to get the heart rate up. It is Tuesday, March the 5th. It's a little after 7:30. I got up, got dressed, treated my face, threw something on, put my hair up, have this little Calvin Klein sweatshirt on, but I have a tank top underneath, which is also Calvin Klein, and my tights. So I'm gonna go to the trail, get that heart rate up. I gotta listen to my book today because on Thursday is the first Writers Festival event, the very first one. Because of that, I probably will walk. It just makes it a lot more easier to listen to, that's all. But let's go. Got my coffee, put a little cinnamon in it, you know, so give me that room. Turn the music down. We do not want to get copyrighted. They sent me something last week saying they found copyrighted music, which is music that I pay for. But I guess when they checked it out, they realized that it wasn't illegal because I pay for it. So a little bit of traffic this morning, only because the BMP Paramus came on Sunday. So everybody's going to be at the tennis match this afternoon, which is exciting in itself. I do not have tickets yet, but I will. Trust me on that. Today's weather is going up to about mid 80s. I think like 81 or 82, something like that. And that usually hits around 12 o'clock. By the time I finish up here and run some errands, it'll be nice and hot. And I'll be in the house chilling, doing work. Okay, so let's go. I'll see you in a bit. I'm going to leave this in the car because it's just going to be a hassle to carry. Let's go. So this is the fit, the look. Can you see it? It is beautiful. Okay, so this walking was not getting my heart rate up. It went up to, I think, like 157. That's not good enough. So I'm going to do a sprint, get this heart rate up, and then I'm out of here. Yep, heart rate is up, definitely. It's burning good. Mountain. It's so heart rate is at 160. I know we can go into the 70s. Let's see if we can do that. I am back in the car. All is good. Had a really great workout and I got my heart rate up. So now I'm gonna go run some errands. And what else do I have to do? I gotta hydrate. That's it. I want to be home by no later than 9:30. So I got to go to the post office to drop off some of my Poshmark sales. I got some other USPS related business to take care of. Everything's on sale. Some of it is past season. You can get it now and save it for later. When it comes back next year, it be at regular price. So, girl, get that sale while you can. I can turn the music on now. Get copyrighted. I ain't taking my money. No.
Let me see you do it.
Hey, y'all. I said I wasn't gonna come back, right? Y'all wasn't gonna see me, but listen. It's Tuesday, 9 o'clock. Why is there so many people in the Walmart? Like, what are you here to buy? The parking lot, unfreaking believable. I just gotta return something. Jeez. How are you? Welcome back to my channel. It is Wednesday, March the 6th, and I did get up very early this morning because I wanted to get some of my reading done. I finished a fabulous book yesterday that was not on my reading log, but I had it on hold. It actually was published in 2021. I was intrigued to read it. It was, listen, I'm gonna tell you what it is in a minute, but it was so good. Actually, when it comes to celebrities or anyone that has a more well-to-do life than you do, you think that there's some magic to it. Not all of us. Some of us, we do realize that they've gone through some things to get to that level of status. Some things that some of us probably would have not weathered those storms. But this particular story, I never really thought about it. I listened to her music. I love her music. It's from my era. There was a couple records that I really loved. They ran on the radio a lot. And then she was gone. Well, according to the book, she wasn't gone. She didn't go away. She was still here producing music, but in another country. Okay, without further ado, let me tell you who it is. Sinéad O'Connor. Sinead, spelled S-I. There's no H, but it's pronounced Sinéad O'Connor, and she will correct you on it. I'll put her name up here so you can see. Remember this song? Do you remember this song? I do. And Nothing Compares to You was like, that was the lover's anthem. And especially for women. You know, we love that song. It had a lot of meaning, but for her, on a whole nother level. What she has gone through, the tumultuous relationship with her mother. Some of us might have knew she was in that Eminem era, you know what I mean, with, you know, the mental. I felt guilty because I didn't know. Media never talked about it. We didn't have the internet like we do now. You couldn't just go online and research. She tells this story about Prince. And in my mind, I'm like, no, little short purple Prince. No, wait a minute. And I'm rewinding it, going over the last paragraph, like, Prince? Really? I should say allegedly, because I don't know. I just know when I read the book. But some years later, if you do the research, it did happen. They were managed by the same person. I don't know if she was getting more prestige than he was getting at that time. He didn't like it. But just the way she described the story was like, I wonder how much is fabricated and how much is true. Very good. Y'all gotta read it, or they have an audiobook out. Find the audiobook. It's called Remembering. I also want to talk about Dee Williams. I can't even say it straight, y'all, but this Wendy Williams documentary should have never happened. It should not have ever happened. And I'm going to tell you why. I decided that I wanted to watch this Wendy Williams, Where's Wendy documentary. And let's just say I was so disappointed. I'm furious. I ain't even disappointed. I am furious. I am furious with so many of the parts, or I should say, the people. They are the parts involved. All of them should not have happened the way it did. It's embarrassing. It is humiliating. I'm going to talk about it. I know y'all already talking about it, but I don't care. I'm going to speak my piece because I do love Wendy. I actually like her. Always have liked her. I lived on the East Coast. I lived in Philadelphia. I remember when Wendy came there, I was actually in radio, not a big part in radio, because at that time I was just going through like my internship, but I knew a lot of the key players that were at the radio stations where she was. They talk, they gossip, just like church folk, just like everybody in the neighborhood. Radio people gossip, they talk. People within the radio, people in the establishment, they talk. They talk. It is a regular corporate America job, okay? Remember the whole debacle. I remember when they ran her out of here. I didn't know too much about her then, but I still followed her. I read her book about how she was on the drugs and, she had to wean herself off, her story. And I thought it was really good. She talked a little bit about the radio station. She talked a little bit about one of the radio execs, a woman, not liking her. She talked about how we're jealous of her. And I believed it. I believed it because I was in that radio era. I know how those folks work. Not only was I in the radio era, I have a lot of family and close friends in that era. It is a lot of cutthroat. It is a lot of throwing somebody under the bus to save your own ass. It is just corporate America at its highest. And I will tell you, I still wanted to work in the industry, but I wanted behind the scenes. I didn't want to have nothing to do with on camera, on air, nothing where I was going to be a vision for folks to attack me, because I attack back. And see, when I attack back, oh yeah, it's going to look like something wrong with me. For your benefit and for my own, I had to get out of that. And I had to go to behind the scenes. Not to mention, they made more money anyway, but I was saving people. I was saving them, y'all. I was saving them. I know everybody's talking about it, but I really do hope that the many of you that are talking about this are coming from a place of love. I don't believe she deserved any of this. Just like you, me. You have a job to do, and you do it. Some of us, granted, do it better than others, but that doesn't warrant her getting all of the comments that she's getting. She deserved it. It serves her right, and she's been talking about people for years. No, I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. She had a job to do, and she did it. And she did it well. And most people didn't like it. Who the heck likes being talked about? But when you're a public figure and a lot of what you do is in the public, yeah, exactly. People won't talk about it. So if you don't like what they're saying, why don't you go set the record straight? That's all you can do. What I want to say is, I don't understand how you all have taken this woman's money away from her. A couple years ago, you decide she's unfit to spend her money and she needs a guardian. Okay? So where is the guardian in the making of this documentary? I don't trust the banks. Wells Fargo, you one of them. I don't trust none of y'all, to be truthfully honest with you. When you start taking your money out of a bank, it's not good for them because they don't get to collect that interest that they're getting from holding your money. I'm not saying they should not have acted, but what I am saying is, did it have to go to guardianship? Like come on, for real? Really? Did it really have to go that far? Of Wells Fargo screwing up some people's money. So this ain't no attack. This is just knowledge that I have for myself of Wells Fargo screwing some people up big time. People with money, people without. And I have a lot to say. And you're on my channel, so I'm sure you're going to hear and listen to what I have to say. And maybe draw some comments of your own. Don't draw any comments based on what you read on Instagram, any of those platforms. Go and look at the documentary for yourself. It's on Lifetime. If you have Philo or any of the cable networks, Lifetime is probably free. There's two that Lifetime really owns, but the one you want is the 4-part series, the one that says, "Where's Wendy?" There's another one that's just one episode, maybe an hour and a half, where it just talks about, that was, I think, during the time that she was going through her divorce. Excuse me. Like when she first found out that Kevin was not necessarily cheating, because everyone knew that she knew, but when she first found out that the girl was pregnant and they got this house down the street and all that, there was I don't even want to say a documentary, but something that Wendy put out before she got really sick. That is different from the one I'm talking about. Watch it before you form an opinion. The number one question is, who the hell authorized this shit? They said that she was an executive producer on it. Her son, Will, her manager, I think her guardian, who never appeared to be shown like physically on the show, but was talked about a lot. On the show, we weren't privy to who it was, but because it's been, a couple years now, and I don't think that person is guardianship anymore, it's been revealed who she is, and she's just some lawyer that many just felt didn't do her job back then. I don't know. I don't even know. I can't even get into all that because it's so much. Wendy did not look well at all, in my opinion. You knew something was wrong. She looked scared. She looked lonely. A lot of the episodes, she was undone. It just wasn't the Wendy that I had grown up to love and appreciate. Not to say that I didn't, though. Not to say that I didn't appreciate her. Not to say that I didn't still love her. At this point, I'm feeling sorry for her because I know the old one. And seeing how they're allowing this iconic figure, which she was in her own right. This radio stuff, she was an iconic figure in her own right. And you got to give her that, because she made waves that a lot of even the men didn't make in that era of radio, and kept it going. So much so, she created her own talk show. Listen, I ain't trying to hear what y'all come at me with, because you can take that somewhere else. State your piece, state your comment, but I ain't responding to no BS, because I'm telling my story based on her being in my life and having an effect on my years. So that's what I said. A lot of what had played out in this documentary could have been edited out. You damn right. You know how I know? Because I do it all the time. If I don't want you to hear what I'm saying right now, I'm going to edit it out. If I make a mistake or something's in my footage that you shouldn't see, I'm going to edit it out. Or I'm going to do something so you can't see it, right? Okay? So why wasn't this done for Wendy? This iconic figure. Why was this not done for her? Because you damn right, I'm upset. I'm upset with everyone that had a hand in this, because for me, it's more of a predatory type of behavior on their part. It was all done for money. You made a fool out of this woman. You made a debacle out of this woman. You made her look bad. And probably a lot worse than she was, because you probably felt that was going to be more attractive to the audience. What audience? The younger generation? The one that don't already like her? What audience? Not to her audience, the ones that love her, not the ones that really honestly feel bad for her. Who are you trying to appeal to by doing this? It's about money. It's about ratings, and it's disgusting. I am upset. I hope this video does get shared with the right people because it should have never happened. It should have never happened. You all should not have allowed this to happen. And I really believe her as being a Black woman, that is the only reason why it was allowed. Will should be ashamed of himself. Hell, even as the family, I wouldn't have went on and did it. Her sister, her son, her nephew, I didn't even get to them yet. But why? Why? I don't care. 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 It should have never happened. Or you all should have had more control in what's being seen. And to my understanding, Will did. Okay, Will. Will you listen, Will? If you had the control, why didn't you use it? There were times when you came into that house and saw it in disarray. Why would you let camera crews and people, come on. This is not how we do documentaries. Come on, you are setting the wrong precedents. You are setting the wrong precedents for how a documentary should be done, especially for an African American. Highly upset. And one day, my children's children will see this and they will understand that no, this is all wrong. All wrong.
I have so much more to say about this Wendy Williams documentary, but I could not fit it all in my weekly vlog. So I made a separate video on my views of what I felt about the documentary. Check it out.
Got my coffee. You didn't see that because I just kind of used my instant this morning. I'll show that to you another time, but lips are dry. I'm using this lip balm by Hey Honey. Watermelon balm. Watermelon. This is what I'm using. Really, really good. I don't even know where I got it from. It's a sample size, of course. But so today, something said, get up and go for a run. So guess what I am doing? I am going for a run. Get my heart rate up. I got up really, really early this morning. Did you see how early I got up? Nothing new with me because I am an early riser. I used to do that all the time. Get up at 4:30, which is really, really nice because it gives you an opportunity to get some stuff done. My praying, my meditation while everybody's still sleeping in the bed. Oh yeah, it's a really good time of the morning for self. I am on my way to the track. I'm going to get a run in. And then after that, remember I have 2 events today. Oh, I'm sorry. Today is Thursday. According to my watch, it is March the 7th. So today's the day. We got Billy D tonight. We got Luke Russert. I did not finish the book. I have maybe about, I want to say like an hour, probably going to finish that on my run. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So by the time I go up a mile and back, I will be done. When I leave the track today, Luke Russert will be a wrap. I'll get to really, really enjoy the event because I've already read the book. So I'm happy about that. I'll tell you all about that tomorrow. My goal is, as you know, as you've always known, heart rate. Got to get this heart rate up. Clean eating, clean looking, it's all out here. That's what you're going to get when you come out to California. Trust me. And I've jumped on that wagon. You can see my fit. I have on purple and blue today. Got on my blue sneakers. This is the look. Okay, let's go. Okay. Oh, I've done what I needed to do. I'm gonna sit over here. Getting my heart rate up. I went to 166, which is not bad. And I don't care about how long. It don't matter. It is about the heart rate. I'm going to take a minute just to kind of just like, look at these mountains and just kind of be one with all and, meditate. Just maybe 5-minute meditation. Thank God I do yoga because it taught me how to breathe. So it was hard getting up, but I used a lot of my breathing. Good morning.
Good morning.
Definitely a lot easier going down because uphill is an uphill and down is down. I mean, it's the obvious. It feels good. It feels great. It feels good. The weather for this is just amazing. Like, so beautiful out here. And the flowers are in bloom. Like, how beautiful. When I go back down, I'll bring you along and show you that colors so vibrant, so alive, and just made me smile on my run this morning. So where it got a little challenging, I was like, after seeing them flowers, I got a little more pep in my step, and yeah, that was all good. So it's just good to be out before it gets too hot because after May, it's a wrap. So I got to take advantage of March and April, maybe a little bit of May, but after Mother's Day, it's a wrap.
Perfect timing. And 1010, that is a master number. Jeans that I got from Walmart when I was doing a little Walmart haul. So they were on sale for $15. High rise. We all love a high rise. And they flare and they say short, but I'm only 5'2". So I tried them on. They fit pretty good. So I'm probably going to put them on with a pair of heels. And to pair with that, I'm also going to wear this, which is a flannel because it's a little chilly out here. The sun's not coming out like it used to. And I'm kind of thinking that when it does come out, when you go indoors, they're still having the air on, so it can be a little chilly. This is also by Time and True. Also on sale for $10. Yes, that is correct. It is a 22, 3XL because I like them to fit like a jacket. And as you can see, it was $15. So I'm going to put this on. I haven't decided on the shoes. Absolutely love the way these jeans fit. They look like they're tight, but they really aren't. They're very comfortable. I love the bootleg at the bottom. I pair them with these Gucci slides.
So what did I do for jewelry? Nothing much. So my hair is in its natural state. And I got these, what did I put on? I put my water drop earrings on. I put my M necklace on, my rings, and my eye watching. That pretty much was it. So the perfume, I can't even pronounce the perfume. I ain't even gonna lie. So let me show it to you. And it smells really, really good. Originally, I know I was gonna wear this because I just thought it would be the perfect, transitional type of piece. But when I walked out, it was so hot. I ended up wearing my Prada vest.
So my first reaction was, why are you coming at me with all of this? I'm having a great time. I'm learning so much about the world. I'm learning so much about myself. As moms tend to do, she also turned the stone over on the thing that was internally debilitating. What is the point of these travels? Are you bettering yourself? Or are you just doing this for the sake of doing it? Or are you doing it to escape something? So after that happens, I say to my mom, you will not stop me from traveling.
Time that I'm leaving, 1:11. Because the Billy D event is in the evening tonight, it gets a little chilly. I probably am going to switch up and put this on. Shoes. Stud on the side. Stuart Weitzman pointy toes, kitten heels. I don't know if I'm going to tie it or if I'm just going to leave it like a shacket. And let me show you the bag. So this is my Asimayaki bucket bag. If I wanted to create something different, there is a snap in here and it can be sort of like a closed type of bucket bag. Wear it like this. Okay, you can't really see me because it's dark and I don't have my microphone on, but I'm on my way to Billy D. And listen, I know it's dark because it's late, but listen, I changed my whole attire. You see, I got the flannel on, I put a t-shirt on, I got my sneakers on. I ain't playing with y'all. It's like, it's just real cold. It don't ever be this cold in these parts, and it's cold, so yep.
Lady Sings the Blues, Mahogany, and Brian's Song, just to name a few, and 7 Broadway plays. He became a true pop culture icon, playing Lando Calrissian in George Lucas's The Empire Strikes Back, the first black character in the Star Wars universe. Of the original trilogy, The Return of the Jedi, and in the recent sequel, The Rise of Skywalker. He lives in Los Angeles. Williams' memoir, What Have We Here, was published in February 2024 and will be discussed this evening. Billy Dee Williams.
What a great entrance, and hello, Mr. Billy Dee Williams. Welcome to Palm Springs.
I look beyond all of these arguments. I don't want to spend my life being pissed off. I'd rather find a way to move around, move through, see what I can come up with that's interesting and innovative, that can change people's perception of things. I think that's much more challenging. I'd rather go for that. And I think kissing, by the way. There's fucking. There's kissing. It was fun.
Aww. And then you know what I love about your book, just like you in person, is your book is candid and honest. Things like orgies and threesomes and open marriages.
I was just a kid, you know.
Because you played Berry Gordy in the American Dream story about the Jacksons. And what was it like playing Berry Gordy and seeing Holly Robinson play Diana Ross after your experience through Mahogany?
He's my daughter's godfather. So Barry and I are really good friends. The thing I always loved about Barry is that he is as brilliant as he is. That's part of his brilliance. He's whimsical, and I love that about him.
We are not used to 60 degrees. No, we are not. This came in handy. I didn't wear anything else, just the flannel. I put some sneaks on. I put this tank top on. Listen, I don't like to be cold. Today was an eventful day. It was a full day. It was a wisdom kind of day. So let's talk briefly about Billy Dee Williams. I figured I've been with y'all all day, so I might as well just continue. It was good. He does walk, but he did get wheeled in a wheelchair. Well, he wheeled himself in. Next month, April the 7th, I think it's his birthday, 6th or the 7th, but he'll be 87. He looked good. He's in his right mind. He answered all the questions. The plan was for me to get the book when I got there and then have him sign it so that I could get a picture with him while he was signing my book. But that didn't happen because he had already signed the book. So apparently he signed all the books in his hotel beforehand. And that was all good and it was fine. And I still thought about getting the book, but I wanted a picture with him. If I can't have a photo with him and he can't put my name in it and address the book to me, I'm not going to spend $35 on the book. So no, I'll go to the library, I'll get it, I'll still read it, and I have my footage. So that's that. He didn't talk about his family as much. He only talked about the roles when asked. he talked a lot about the roles when he first started and some of the Broadway shows that he did. I didn't realize he's been in 100 films. The reason why he said he wrote the book was because of his legacy. And I've been saying that for a long time. I guess when you get up in age, that's what you look at, because my whole purpose of my channel, this channel, is for my children's children. My legacy. He was funny, he made you laugh. He's very grateful. He's a very gracious type of man. Hal Williams was there, who is a local here, talked about the wonderful things that this man has done over the years and how he's just a nice guy. And I believe that. He said himself he was never a tough guy. He didn't hang out with tough guys because he wasn't a gangster. And we all knew that. He was a lover. I mean, he was easy on the eyes and a romanticist. That voice, that height, just everything, the slick way he wore his hair. His mother, a native Indian, didn't talk much about the family other than saying he has a twin sister. One thing he said that I really resonated with, and a lot of people don't, and I've lost friends because of this. I don't fight over every injustice out there. I don't want to live my life fighting for my rights to something year after year after year. I know the inequalities out here. I'm treated differently, or I'm not considered as favorable as my counterpart. I get it, but like Dee Williams, he said it. I don't want to live my life fighting all the time. So I just stay away from stuff. This is him saying it. He just stay away from. He don't get involved, and that's the political and the racism. I know things aren't cool, and I don't like some of the things, and some of it burns me up and gets me so upset. I just feel like it robs you of your energy to live your life. I'm not doing that. He's not doing that. People hate me because I won't live that way, and obviously he's experienced the same thing. He gets a lot of flack for, because then that's when people start to say you're not Black enough, because you don't get mad about certain things, or you don't fight for certain things. This is going to be here long after I'm dead and gone, long after he's dead and gone. It's been here. It's going to continue. I do what I can, but I'm not going to spend my life just fighting for those injustices, because it's robbing me of enjoying the little freedom that I do have. I create the space that I want to live in, and that's not it. It is Friday, March the 8th. It's my happy place. And the reason why it's my happy place is because on the weekends, unless I have an event, I try not to film anything, but don't get it twisted. I'm still working. Got my coffee we already talked about yesterday. Hey, you already know my channel, Lifestyle Refined, and that's just basically how I live my life in a more refined manner daily. I share it with you, but ultimately I share this channel for my children's children, that one day they'll be able to see who I was, the kind of things I did, get a little insight on who I am, because I wish I had that from my ancestors. I see pictures, and sometimes there aren't even photos because we haven't evolved to that back then. But now that we have, I just want the legacy to continue on. Who was the mother, the grandmother, the great-grandmother, the great-great-grandmother, the aunt, that kind of thing. So What you see is what you get. What I mean by that is, listen, I know my channel is a little different from others in that they're all made up. You're not going to get that here. You're not going to get that here. For one, it's the morning time. I like to be in a fresh face. I like to treat my face, the hair. I just don't like to stress my hair so much. I'm not going to stress it by curling it for the camera or, I'll make sure it's done. And usually that means up like now. It's up, it's in a twisted knot. I didn't really do much to it. I pull some out here, I pull some out here, I pull some out on the sides because listen, it's going to come out anyway. Leave it stress-free, as loose as possible without any pulling or anything on it. I always treat the face, I always treat the eyes. I may put a ring, or two on a piece of jewelry. I love hearts, so this is just a little heart to match my studs. Little earrings because I like the daintiness of it all. Lounge, and then sometimes I do get dressed. I'm not going to do the makeup. For what? This is the time where my face can breathe a little bit, like we all need a break. As people, we need a break. Well, as the skin, the face, it needs a break. So what you see is what you get when you come to Lifestyle Refined. So let's get started on the day. I have all of my calendar things. Taking my slippers off. So, as I stated, today will be a very light day. It's going to be light in terms of I don't have any events today. So that means I get to stay home and do more around the house, work that is. Sunday, you already know that's my reset day, Sunday. And it's also daylight savings time. Yes. So, yes, meaning it's a good thing because we're going to have longer light to be out a little longer in the evening, especially for me because I cannot see once it gets dark. Those glasses go on as soon as the sun sets. You are going to lose some sleep, an entire hour. And listen, that hour really makes a difference. I happen to enjoy my sleep. That is like, I love getting in the bed at night because it's just for me, it's that recalibration that, I wake up refreshed and ready to go, new ideas, all of that. So I need that regeneration of my brain. And an hour is a lot. I do have an event this weekend. I probably won't bring you along because it is a fundraiser for the YMCA. So there's going to be a Beatles tribute to help fund the YMCA. And for those of you who don't know, but most of you do, it's just a program for the children. It helps the children. I think way back when that program started to get the children off the streets. And it's just evolved into something really good to support the children. But everything's a cost, and it has gotten really costly over the years. So they try to make it as affordable as possible without stressing the pocketbook. These events help that, the fundraiser. So that is happening on Saturday, which is tomorrow. There's a new moon on Sunday. I will be connecting with Source. I will use my connection to step into my power, and I'm just going to own my greatness that day and going into the new week. So that's what we have. So on that note, I'm going to say connect to your source, whatever that may be. Step into your power this weekend. Today can be a great start, and own your greatness because that's what life is really about. Have a good one. Bye.